Pretty nifty windscreen, right? So, how would you like to be the talk of the campfire and have one of these little bad boys? Well, thanks to Backcountry Treks, who actually, I found his video earlier today, actually. I picked up a 4-pack of beer and went to town, and I'm going to show you how to make one of these little bad boys. So to make your windscreen, get yourself about 3 of your favorite tall boys of your favorite beer with a neat design. This one I'm going to go for my favorite one here in Boone, North Carolina, the Booneshine Palette Painter. Really good mosaic IPA. So, of course, drink your contents. Take your tab off, give them a good rinse out. And the one I'm cooking with, this is my GSI Minimalist. It's about 4 inches deep. I just happen to have some scrap wood laying around. This is about 1 inch deep, and to scour it, I just took a razor blade I had and I just stuck 2 push pins in it to keep it from wobbling around on me. So to scour it, just like it says, just because I like to do the top first, just run it along nice and flat. What you're doing, don't go in too heavy, just lightly, because it is aluminum, and you'll see that you're making a line across the whole thing. And once you scour it deep enough, you'll actually be able to take it, just give it a little bit of a pressure, and you're going to get to where it opens up. And once you have that start, the rest of the line will follow along pretty well. And if you do have a little bit of a tear, just start from the other side, work your way in, because this is aluminum. For this project, we're going to need about 3 cans, so you'll have yourself, if you get yourself a 4-pack, you got a can you can mess around with. And then just go through and scour the bottom. Now, if you're prone to cuts, wear gloves. I'm just very fortunate that all my cuts stop bleeding quickly. And so you'll do the same for that, the bottom side. And this one, I'm going to cheat. Put a little small indentation with my blade to give me a starting point. There you go. And take your, these are just some scissors I have. I don't recommend using nice kitchen scissors. These have become dedicated craft scissors because I go through a lot of projects and I don't want to mess up my good ones. And there you go. Do that 2 more times. Give itself a good cleaning afterwards too, because even though you'll wash out, there's still going to be a little bit of beer left. Alright, so this actually is about 4 1/8. Yeah, 4 1/8 deep. If you want to give yourself some more room to play with, you can get a piece of board or something down to 3/4 of an inch, because I think it's only like 3/4 of an inch from the top of the can. But this is just what I just happen to have laying around, so we're going with it because I'm only using it for my little alcohol stove. So fast forward, got 3 of these cut out now, and so we can make them interlock. What we're going to do is we're going to fold the metal over each other. So take this, Get yourself a nice little straight edge. And just somewhere about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Just fold it over. And don't fold it over too sharply yet, because aluminum, the metal in aluminum doesn't hold well. Like if you bend it too sharp and crease it, it becomes very brittle. So for the other side, we're going to opposite it and bring it up over itself. And once again, wear gloves if you've got sensitive fingers. Oops. So it looks like that. Okay. And do that 2 more times. So now we got our 3 ready to go. What you're going to do is just take them. And this is noisy. And just interlock them just like that. And using a roller, a Sharpie, wine bottle, anything that's got a rounded edge. My example, I'm going to use a deep well socket I just happen to have. Just roll it down to where it locks on itself. And we're going to fold the bottoms and the tops up together, and that'll help give it a little bit more rigidity. So, and this may slip off. Don't get mad, it'll just slide back together. Do the same for this side. There we go. Actually, you could almost get by with just 2 if you're using denatured alcohol stove, a little small can stove. But if you want to use like a whisper light, 3 is the way to go. So we're going to take our edges, our ends. I accidentally folded that one I shouldn't have. Just going to fold in a little bit. This is approximately 1/2 inch. I'm taking it in, fold it in, and do the same for the other side. Now, the next part, this is probably where you're going to probably lose your cool a little bit. We're going to fold in about 1/2 inch on this, on the top and the bottom. I don't have that long of a straight edge, and I could probably just stick it in the table grooves and use it, but we're going to be difficult. Okay, so we got that fold started. Just bring it in. Use a little rounded edge. Get it down. Got the top done, and repeat the same process for the bottom. Now that you did your bottom, get yourself a handy dandy little hole punch. Just go through, and every couple inches put yourself a hole about anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 up, every 2 inches or so over. And what this allots for is for wind to feed your fire, but not suffocate it. I mean, not over. It won't drown your flame out, and it'll provide the energy your flame needs. So, go through. And I'm not going to bore you with that, so we'll stop it right here while I do the rest of them. So there you go. You got yourself a nice fancy talk of the campfire wind stove. And so, say hypothetically, you got your denatured alcohol, you get your stove on here, you just wrap it around. That'll provide you your wind protection as needed. And so with the stove and my mug that I actually have wrapped in some insulation just to help keep my tea warm, it all nestles together, rolls up, stuff's inside itself, stuff goes in, my little grabby goes in, and my lid goes on. And all of that weighs in at just under 9.3 ounces. And there you have it. So as usual, hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, you know where to put them. That's right, down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.